one of the great definitions of success for me is when I see students earn that credential and earn that degree, and know that they've achieved the goals that they have set out for themselves. I recognize that everyone, back to every dream matters, and every dream can be different, and so, you know, my view is success for Lorain County Community College, and then myself personally, is as I look at our, you know, take it back to, as I look at what is the strategic plan and vision, it's achieving what we've developed in collaboration with our community. You know, student success and completion, you know, students teaching and learning, that's the heart and soul of what we do. And so helping students achieve their end goals is extremely important to me, and certainly a measure of success. I also believe that a measure of success is how we continue to innovate, and not resting on our laurels and the past, but how do we continue to innovate? Because I think it's through that innovation that we continue to create a better future. So for me, success is you know, looking at those opportunities, but helping the community and the college to realize those opportunities. So one that I would share with you, and in fact, when you drove into campus today, you probably saw some cranes out there and some construction taking place. That's our Center for Ideation and Invention. And so that will be completed late next spring, early summer. And that really builds on the capacity of what we've put in place with our Fab Lab. And I know you've been through our Fab Lab before, but it's that whole maker space. And it is really, I think, the unification of students and the community looking to innovate entrepreneurial ideas, whether it's in their classroom learning, whether it's a business idea they have, and taking that to the next stage for them. And so we're thrilled. You know, we had the first Fab Lab on a college campus, or actually anywhere in the United States outside of MIT. When we created that, we created it in partnership with MIT. And that was over a decade ago. So, you know, that was so innovative for a community college to do that. And that has helped us move in so many other directions. And it's given so many students opportunities to work across different areas. It unites the arts, it unites gaming, brings together marketing, students who are in engineering, and that's the way the world operates today. You know, when we look at the whole Internet of Things, and how sensors are being applied to different production, different manufacturing, and so, you know, we've got to keep our eye on where are the trends going, and then how do we respond to that based on our feedback from our community. So that is success for me. Do we continue to innovate? Do we continue to drive new opportunities? So more to come on all of that, but certainly that's something on the on my agenda. And then, you know, the third piece that for me is, how do we inspire, it's really our priority 3, how do we inspire community engagement, connectivity, diversity, and wellness? And one of the priorities within that is under-resourced students. And so an area that I'm deeply passionate about are those particularly who are at the lower socioeconomic status within our community, and we have too many women living in poverty who are single heads of household with children under the age of 18. and the numbers are staggering, actually. And that we're leading one of the United Way collaboratives. It's called We3. I think you might have done something on it, which is the W is women, empowered, educated, employed. And so I have a deep passion around, looking back in 2020 to, 4 years from now, 5 years from now, are we starting to move that needle to help them get a credential on their way to a degree to get meaningful employment, so that we can try to break that. So there are those socioeconomic issues that I'm passionate about. I absolutely love working with our students, and so I've got a really deep commitment to our students. I was, having had the opportunity to serve as the provost and vice president for academic affairs for the past 5 years, I have learned probably more from students than I've given back. And two initiatives that students came forward with that I think are having a profound impact inside of our community here, as well as external in the community, were driven by students based upon issues that they wanted to help solve. And so I think we all work together to solve that, right? It takes a village, it takes a college. And those two, one was around hunger. I didn't realize that hunger was such an issue for students. And it was at a student forum that we, 2 years ago, that we had some students come forward and say, we have students and their families who are going hungry and aren't, able to afford food, or they're providing the food for their families, but they don't have the food themselves. And so we created we call it the Commodore Cupboard, which is a food pantry for students, and it's located downstairs in the hallway leaving the Advanced Technology Center, and it's open different times throughout the month, staffed by students who are coaches and mentors as part of our Connect to Complete program. And we have community partners who are raising funds or donating food and doing food drives to support students back here.